Hello and bienvenidos to Life's Questions and Lessons. I am your host, Charity Youngblood, and I am so grateful that you are here with me today. This podcast is unedited because life is unedited. Now let's get started with today's question. How much of my day belongs to me? How much of my day belongs to me? So, this concept of time is definitely something that I kind of go back to and kind of ask myself, reassess just over and over again, to be honest, because it's really one of the ways that I know that the lifestyle that I am creating and the lifestyle that I have created is the one that I actually want to live. And if you haven't listened to the What Type of Lifestyle Do I Want to Live episode, I highly recommend you listening to that one when you get a chance. But there's this concept of, time throughout our day. And one of the easiest ways for me to have really created my life do the things that I want to do is making sure that I am only doing the have-tos. I'm only doing the essential. Everything else I release. And literally, not every day, because I like to chill on some days, but I do come back to this a lot. So as you're exploring this question for yourself, let's think about just the basics. So we have our 24 hours in a day. 8 hours you're allotting for sleep, hopefully. And then there's another 8 hours that you're allotting for your income work. Now, for me, I only work 8 hours, so I have very strong boundaries around that. Obviously, this is going to be different depending on, your work schedule. But thinking about that 24 hours, we have, just as an easy math example, 8 hours for sleep, 8 hours for work. That leaves 8 hours for whatever else, right? To eat, do the activities that light you up, grocery shop, clean, whatever it is. But 8 hours. And I really want you to take some time to think about if you do have a very similar schedule to what I just said. What are you doing during your 8 hours? And what are the things that you can very easily release, i.e. the things that you really don't have to do? And it's interesting because a lot of people get really excited about Saturday and Sunday. You don't have to work. And then what ends up happening? We sit around and don't do anything on Saturday and Sunday, which sometimes is cool. I definitely do that too. But I want to really challenge you to look at that time, because if you have a Monday through Friday job, Saturday and Sunday are the 2 days that you have 16 hours to yourself, right? Because you're not working those days. So definitely explore these questions in whatever way works best for you. And if you are struggling with it's so hard for me to figure out, what I have to do and what I can release, I really challenge you to take some time and think about the have-tos. A lot of the things that we feel like we have to do, we just don't. We kind of put pressure on ourselves and, obviously pressures from society as well. But this podcast is all about you and your life, what you want to do. And one of the best things that I honestly can say about myself is I don't do anything that I don't want to do. No days. There is no day where I say yes to anything that I absolutely don't want to do. And that has taken a lot of time, a lot of learning about myself, a lot of asking these questions. So definitely ask these questions in curiosity, not judgment, and be kind to yourself. This work sometimes can be a little challenging, right? A little challenging on our psyches to get through, but be kind to yourself and give yourself a little bit of grace, because you're here, making the decision to learn about yourself, to grow and to create the life that you actually do want to live. So with that, those are the questions I had on my heart. Please rate and review this podcast wherever you are listening to my words. And if this episode was helpful for you, please share it. We are here on this planet to help each other. So if it was helpful for you, please share it. And until next time, take care.